loves, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. This Mama Loves Disney. So you guys, this is the kickoff to our very first week for our Christmas collab. Yay! Okay, so this particular Christmas collab, which I'm very honored to be part of, is hosted by Elisha Wagman. Hey Elisha! Who is Wagman510 here on YouTube, and I just want to throw this out there that today is Elisha's birthday. Yay! Happy birthday, Elisha! This collab is going to be a 4-week kind of like hop, I guess you could say, because we have 10 ladies that are in this group, 10 wonderful crafty ladies. And for our very first week, we are to make a Memorydex card, which is also a recipe card. Our second week is a 3D ornament of our choice. And also our third week is to make a wreath. And our fourth week for the grand finale is a Shadowbox. Okay? So I just want to share with you guys really quick a couple of the items that I used in this particular project. Okay, so I used a very small piece of this fabric material. It has a sticky side on the other side, and it just has polka dots. I picked this up at Daiso. I used my absolute favorite die cut that is for Memorydex cards. Okay. I also used this little gingerbread cookie cutter. This is from Auntie Allie's. And then I also used this Spellbinders die right here, this little Christmas tree. Okay. I picked up some of these little gingerbread stickers from Hobby Lobby, along with some of these little tiny little cutouts, cookie cutouts, or cookie cutters, I should say, not cookie cutouts, but cookie cutters. Okay. And then, I couldn't tell you where I had this washi, but this washi has been in my stash, so I used some of this washi. I also used one of these little candy canes that came from Michael's last year. I don't know if they have them out this year, but I did get it last year. This glitter snow, used only a very, very tiny bit, okay? And then I used just a few of these little beads. I used the green and the red. And I had also used some foam, some regular, just some regular brown foam, and I used some glitter foam, okay? And then I used some glittered paper, okay? And so my project is a gingerbread Memorydex card. Okay, so we're supposed to tell the story of how we came up or where this particular recipe came from. I'm going to be completely honest. When I was growing up, my mother baked all the time, all the time. She baked so much that everybody always had always taken cookies or food home with them for the holidays. Our family was very huge. We always gathered at my mother's house for Christmas and Christmas Eve after my grandmother had passed away, and or I should say my Nana passed away. Once my Nana passed away, we'd always meet at my mom's house, and so my mom was the baker of the family. And so when I had moved to Texas, I really didn't bake that much, you guys. I really didn't. I did a little bit of baking here and there, and there is one cookie that I baked every year, and it's called a snowball. And the ingredients for a snowball, I think there was only 4 ingredients, and I thought that would be no fun. It would be so boring because I would just have a whole bunch of snowballs all over the front of this card. So a few years ago, my family has always loved gingerbread cookies. I just never grew up having gingerbread cookies, but I've always loved the designs of gingerbread cookies. Always loved them. And there was this little small store that was in our town called Prima Donna. And Prima Donna every year for Christmas always had the gingerbread cookies out. I'd never bought one, never tasted one, but I always loved the decorations of them. Well, recently, you know, talking to my husband and my daughter, they were just, within the last few years, they were talking about how much they love gingerbread cookies. Well, I decided to try my hand at it, and I made some gingerbread cookies, and they absolutely love them. So that's where this recipe came from. Okay, so now I make gingerbread cookies every year. So with this recipe card, it starts out, I didn't make these pieces, this little Christmas tree and this little candy cane look like a gingerbread cookie too. And the reason being is because I wanted the little gingerbread man to actually stand out. Okay, I didn't want them to be more of the show. I wanted him to be the show. Or, you know, the main person on this. Okay, so this is just foam, regular foam, and then of course this is glittered foam, and then I use some glittered foam for his eyes and his mouth. I used some of these little beads right here and used them for his buttons. I just kind of clustered them together, and of course this white right here is just regular foam right here. Okay, then down here I try to make it look like there was a cookie sheet with some cookies on there. Then we also have the little cutouts, the cookie cutouts, which is a Christmas tree and a little gingerbread man. In these little clusters, I just put some little clusters of the beads showing, you know, that you're putting the gingerbread man together. And then for this little part right here, I ended up putting some of that little snow because it looks like some of the frosting to go on these little edges. And then of course I just put some of these little stickers on here to make them look like the finished gingerbread people or cookies. And then I had put some material right here in the very back just to make it look like it's like sitting on a table, you know, with a cloth table. So this is the front of my recipe card. And then on the inside, I went ahead and lined it with this washi tape. And I know that they don't have peppermint in washi tape, but it just reminded me of, and I didn't have any gingerbread, you know, washi tape or brown, so I would have used that. But I just went with something that reminds me of candy, because people do put candy, different kind of peppermint candies on gingerbread. So I went ahead and have the recipe of all the ingredients here and all the ingredients on this side. And I did leave the back blank because I figured I can go ahead and put my information on the back, or my address, depending on how, you know, how I want to gift this. And I did put some of it on foam dots, so it is dimensional. And yeah, so that is my recipe card and my project for this, for week 1 of this collab. I want to say thank you again so much, Alisha, for letting me be part of this holiday collab. And if you guys can, please, down below, I'll have Alisha come to my channel and look at the comments, but please let Alisha know that you're thinking about her and wish her a happy birthday. And also send her some prayers, okay? She definitely can use some prayers today. And if you can, just add some little hugs there too, okay? I want to say thank you again so much for watching my channel. I appreciate it, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys!